Well, g'day engineers. All right, we're down at the smelter. Welcome back to Railroads Online. Look at the railroad. So, I guess, we need to make our way up to the iron ore mine. I've been dreading this. This is such a fun day, we'll say. But it's hard to see, but if you see the iron ore mine, you can see like a little line to the... See where M is in mine? Iron ore mine M? Right at the very top of the left side of the M, there's a little line there that follows and it goes all the way down the valley. We gotta try to get up to there. That'll be pretty much a nice trek all the way there. Whoops. But we got a lot of work to do today. This is probably just gonna be building day today. So let's just refresh ourselves here. So we've got, I'm getting confused because I play this on my laptop too and it's a lot different. I think I like this setup better, but anyway. So yeah, we've got a circle going all the way around here, and this joins back into the line over here. Now apparently to get back to the logging camp, there's a trail that goes right up through here, but it's extremely steep. You got to do a real steep grade to it, or you'll never make it down in time. So, fun stuff. I guess we should run up track to where we've gone to here. I think we've made it to. Oh no, I think we've made it to. No, I want this one. I think we've made it up to that waterfall, so that's good. It's weird how this stuff doesn't give you the sound of plunking it down. Now, I'm still not the master bridge builder that you'll probably see in other people's videos, as you can see. Or really good at curves, as you can see. But hopefully we can just get this working here. It's not easy, and yes, they have the curving tool. I know they do, but I don't get along with that thing too well. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll try to bring her back. Ish here. How are we looking? Maybe not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Try to keep her in the center. Ooh, this is going to be a tight little turn here. There might be the odd section that goes a little weirdy or something. That we'll have to re, but overall, I think we'll hopefully be mostly all right. But we need to get to the iron ore mine so we can bring down some... Well, first of all, we got to take up beams. Whoa, that'd be interesting. Beams and lumber. At least a couple loads of that. So that's going to be quite a trek. Oh, come on. Yeah, beams and lumber up here, and then they give you iron ore back. That looks like it. Oh, it's pretty smooth. I think I'll take that. All right. So once we get up to a certain point here, we're going to have to leave provisions for a switch to go to the coal mine, and it is a long, long way to that coal mine, let me tell you. That's like, because you got to go out the other row here, and it's a long, long way. Now there is a road. I think you can almost see like a line there too. I'm going to see if we can find that road as well. Oh, this one ended up really weird here, didn't it? I'm not sure why I rose up so much here, but she's in, I guess. I should have probably viewed her and seen how... Yeah, oh, yeah, I might have to change this section here. Okay, let's just run this to the edge here. Whereabouts are we? So we should probably split off here somewhere. Okay, ooh, I thought that crashed the game on me. This is pretty snaky here, but I think it's laying out pretty good, really. This stuff actually lays a lot smoother than the regular track does. Okay, this isn't exactly the way I went before. We'll say I went further along here, but there is kind of like a something right here. Yeah, we're faced right towards it here. I don't know if we want to go up here or not. This is, I'm just kind of pre-planning. Wish there was more of like a on-screen map. It'd be a lot nicer. We could probably, well, we got some hills here. Let's see, yeah, we should be over this way a little more. Yeah, not too sure if I'm going to go this way or not. We need to follow that river for something, but I don't know. Actually, you know what? Maybe that is the river on that map. I never thought of that. It could be just the river. Let's see if I move over here. Yeah, that's the river. Okay. I thought that was an actual trail, but you could run along there, I guess. I don't know what obstacles you get there. But anyways, we'll worry about that later. We'll have to probably cut the track open at some point again and run more. But I think it was further up that I split off, if I remember right. Pretty cool, though. Waterfall. This is pretty nice. Sounds good, too. Pretty awesome. There's another waterfall, too, way over. A second. This one actually has like 3 small waterfalls on it. I've never been to the bottom yet. I don't really want to, because I'm not too sure if I get back up. Okay, so there's a couple trees here we're going to have to dismantle. Darn saw is broken again. Okay, how much further? I think we're just across to here with that. Let's see if we can get this one out. Whoa, lagged there a little bit. Yeah, I think we're just to that side there. That's gonna work, I think, all right. Gonna have to do a little bit sooner turn though with this though, I think. 3 foot. I might as well just go decking right across. It's weird how this stuff works, because it goes automatically into like straight mode. But if you don't get it lined up bang on perfect on the bridge, it's going to be wandering on you, so. Okay, that had a little bit of a weird rise there, but I think it should work. Let's clear this out a little bit here. I think it was over here somewhere I went and made a turn that way, but we've basically got to kind of kind of turn and go around here, I think it was. We'll figure it out. It's going to be a lot of figuring again, though. You know, I've already done it once, and I was going to just load up that save game and skip doing all this, but I figured not. You guys, I owe it to you guys. You know, this is quite an intensive game, and I'm sure you guys would appreciate work and effort that has to go into it to make your way. Okay, so we need to drastically turn that way. Should probably go right across here. Very crazy across here. Almost right across here, maybe. See if we can draw a bridge right over to that edge over there, or maybe even to that over there. Let's have a look at this turn here. So we're going to be coming and then turning. Yeah, I think we should. We want to cross this little valley here. Let's grab a bridge. I like using the wooden bridges. I don't know. I don't have much luck with these ones. Like, this one doesn't even want to draw out here. I don't know how they're doing it. Like, it doesn't draw out. Maybe I'm doing it wrong? I don't know. So we're pretty level there. I should probably get some sort of thing there, but I think I'm just going to not do that. That didn't turn fast enough. Oh, I don't like that turn anyways. Might have to cheat a little bit here. Because it didn't quite turn exactly where I wanted it to here. So we're going to do something like that. Oh. Oh, that messed up. We might have to fix this again here with another little piece. I know that's not the right way to do it, but like I said before, the train won't care. So we need to get like that way a lot more. I should have brought this, I guess, over through here more. But anyways, we'll figure it out here. Match in for me. Oh, no, I don't want that one I want. Keep selecting the wrong one. Ooh, still might not be quite right here. Well, we'll stretch a bridge across here and see how she looks, but I'm gonna have to go and knock some trees out here so I can see the other side. Which way we gotta go with the fairly high ridge here. Alright, let's see if we can get back up there. Maybe a couple more here. Landed over here somewhere. And then we gotta, geez, we gotta keep going over this way even. We gotta get down and through here. Somewhere. right? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Now I'm wondering. I want to go down this way. I don't remember going downhill here. If we get up here, is this the right way? Let's just take a little walk through here. I know there's a trail eventually we come to, and I don't know whether I want to do it to that trail or to just bridge all the way along. This looks kind of right through here, though. Yeah, this is right here. Okay. So we got to try to get ourselves up to this little plateau, and then I think it goes up this edge over here, if I'm right. Yeah, okay. This should take us up to it here, I believe. Yeah, this should get us to the mine here. Now we can take... We can take this way here, or we could go our own little bridge, but this is definitely the little plateau that they've left us right here. Follows pretty much all the way up and around there. Okay, so let's try it. Whoa. Spin time. Let's try to get to here anyways, and I don't know whether I'm going to put it on foundation or just leave it running right on that. Yeah, this little area here is a good little switching area just before you get up the hills and stuff too much there. Might be able to do a different way to get up here, though. We'll see where about this takes us here. Might come down a little more gradual. I see the bridge over there, so we're not far off. Don't like it when it falls right down in front of me. They're unpredictable the way they fall on here. They could go absolutely any way. Yeah, we're leaving a clear path through here, or are we just making it worse? Well, we better clear out some more so we got a good idea. This is a good little flat area for a nice switching area. Will you cut or not? There, bud. Nope, just disappeared on you. All good. All good. Alright, so I see the waterfall, I see the bridge. We do have a little bit of a ridge here, though, we gotta try to get ourselves up on. Holy smokes. Trees are really buggy. So we'll come right through there. I think we can sneak around over here. See how far we're out now. We'll just clear a few more of these. Trying to stay as levelly flattish as I can, but yeah, we're getting over there now. Cool. I'm not sure what the delay is on trying to cut some of these trees. That's really frustrating. Okay, let's just clear a few more of these out here. We'll see whereabouts we are. Should be getting pretty close here. So we could come right around here, I guess. It's a little bit of a drop here, though. We should be able to manage that. And get back up on over here, or we can do bridges across. Maybe make it a little bit shorter. Let's see here. Where would be the best way to go? Could maybe even still come straight off of here. I don't have to maybe make a turn, go right through over. I'd rather not do a turn here, but let's see what a bridge stretches out over there like. I just don't know what that's going to look like over there, so maybe we better. It doesn't want to stretch there, does it? There we go. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. Over on this side, we can bring up the stuff from this height here. Maybe it might work. We might not be right here though. Let's see here. Put some of this in. Let's just raise that up a little. 2.5 gradient, that's not too bad. Now, how is that transition going to be from over here? I don't really know. Should be alright. Yeah, we should be alright. It's a little bit grassy right here, but did that drop off weird there? I don't think so. Okay, well, we'll run that across there. Should have rose this bridge up a little more. This might not be perfectly good here, but okay, now we got to find where we come through here. It all looks the same to me. There it is here, I think. Okay, so we gotta have to make a bit of a turn. On. Stupid trees. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a turn. It's gonna have to come out this way a little further, though, so it's not too tight. Let's come down here with full cars and going up with full cars with lumber and down with ore is gonna be interesting. So come around maybe this way a little more. Yeah, that should clear all through there, I think. Kind of open it up for a little switching yard, too, because I could probably get up to here. My other game, anyways, I'll tell you. I got up to about here with 6 cars of lumber and 6 cars of beams, but I could not get up that hill with it, so I had to do 6 and 6. It was almost too much, so. All right, that tree there just looks like it's out of place, so we're going to take him out, too. And this one looks out of place too. All right, so I wouldn't mind bringing up a little bit higher with some groundwork. See if we can get that to work. Okay, so we're going to have to start turning here pretty quick. We're going to be into these trees too. Let's see here. Takes up a lot more room than you'd think. Okay, let's clear those out. Oh, I'm stuck in it. Oh, what the heck? Really? Really? Well, that's kind of ridiculous. Huh. Okay, so we cleared out a lot of trees we didn't need to clear out, but that's most times the way it works. But that's okay, because it's good to have a clearer view of things. Especially when you see like a bridge coming up or a corner coming up, you kind of want to be able to see what's happening. So I'm going to tear all these out of here. And I probably could have cut that bridge over more this way. But it isn't about here somewhere. We're going to have to put in a switch. Because eventually we're going to have to get up to that coal mine. And that's... oh, man. I am really not looking forward to that. Okay. That's quite a turn. I think it's about here. We turn and go to the coal mine that way. So we're going to have to put a switch in somewhere here. Might even have to be... oh, I can't put it on there because of the hill. You know what? I should redo that bridge and bring it over level to this. I think I'm going to... I'm just not crazy how this turned out here. We'll redraw this. Oh, well, that'll work too. It's acting weird. Alright, we're going to have to go back up here. Yeah, I'm going to redraw that bridge. I'm just not happy with that, the way that came out. I think they should have a no... what would you call it? No... restriction climbing thing on here. Okay, so if we draw that here... right across... now I'm going to actually maybe see if I can go right across there and see how that's going to look. A lot of times you can't do this, so you just gotta blindly stick it on there, and it's, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but so this could go right. Oh, that's gonna be almost perfect right there. Except it's probably not gonna let me draw all this on here. Oh, it did too. Sweet. Okay, so demolish this again. Let's see if we can just draw this. Yeah, that didn't quite work how I wanted it to. So let's do groundwork right up to the edge of the bridge here. Is that gonna be too high? Yeah, a little bit. So if you hold shift and you can go down gradual a little bit less, so that'll work there. Okay. I think that's right. There might be a weird little transition right here, a little lump stuff or something. But now, somewhere here, now we got this flat, we can put a switch to the left. Switch to the left so we can head up that way. I'm going to put it right on the bridge here, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Now, can we... I'm going to actually use that one and draw that out for that thing to sit on. Perfect. Now, we don't want to go to the left right now. We're going to switch that right now. Okay. So that's for future, going up there. We need to draw some rails. I don't know if I like the way that just came out. Oh, I better turn the back to rails. Demolish all, and all she goes, all again, gone. It's going to be a pretty tight turn even at that. Man, oh man. Tricky, very tricky. I like to get rid of that tree and that tree. Okay, let's try this here again. Something tells me that's all messed up. Now, if we can get a straight here, or I like to do a little bit of a an offshoot somewhere here, but we got quite a run, straight run there, so we could probably do it after this even, but it might not be bad to start a switching lane here, we're going to call it. I just want to check this curve. I think it's all right. This might have to get revamped again, though. Maybe it's a little tight, but I think we'll be all right with that. We'll try it out, see what happens. But now we want to switch to the right. Or do we want to go left? We could do both. That might not be leaving me enough room for the curve here, so I'm going to have to maybe figure something else out here. Okay, that's to there. I guess we'll run some more grade. Try to get that lined up again. This is going to start going up here momentarily. Yeah, we're starting to see the grass there now, so we'll end at that one, and we'll get this other one in here too, I guess, for the other spare line. I'd like to get rid of some more of these trees, though, so you can see through the corner a little better. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this next part. It is tough. It is tough. But somewhere down here we're going to have to get another switch to go back into the line here. Let's run some more groundwork. Groundwork. Probably right here we'll run that switch. And go back into that main line. Okay, got a little extra more than we probably need there, but that's okay. Let's run the rest of this down. Alright, then we'll switch, come off the switch here. Oh, I don't like that transition. That would definitely derail the train. That's the trouble with this. It's trying to get it to restart again is usually not good. It's nice to do it all in one big long stretch, you know, but I think that'll work now. Gotta watch that stuff because that could really mess you up. Alright, we'll bring this one down, then somewhere down there we'll switch. Oh, yeah, that's not good either, is it? Wow. That did not join very nice. I'm not even sure if it's going to like that. We'll have to give her a test, I guess, to see. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have to join this groundwork together. Make it all look like one. Because we need to get a switch. Switch to the left. Except we better use that one. How far are we in this corner here? I'm gonna do about down here maybe. Okay. I'm not liking the way this is kind of curving that way a little bit. 3-foot rails. Okay. Let's see, is that gonna go into that one alright? Should be alright. Really? I just need like a hair more. That's not gonna work. So we'll start that again. Let's get over a hair a little bit. Yeah, that should be alright. Okay. Ooh, this is weird here. What happened there? Ugh. Not crazy about that one. There. Okay, well, we got to head up the mountain now. Oh boy. Alright, this is a little bit of a weird turn here. I don't know whether this is going to quite work out as we were hoping. So we'll have to maybe redraw this stuff. I can get another line of it there. But let's see here. Coming up here, let's do a little walk up here maybe. Coming up here on my other game, it was one spot here is really challenging. Clear a bunch of these out too as we're going up here. But it's like they've almost left this for you here, right? And you can follow this if you want, or you don't have to. You can go bridges and stuff. Me, myself, I just still haven't figured out, like if I wanted to go across here, because it doesn't let you climb up anything like, you know, the rocky looking stuff, it won't let you climb that. So I don't know how they're doing it. There must be some way. It's like a little hollow going up in there. There must be some way that they're building these really tall bridges. I don't know if you've got to go down lower and build a bridge across and then come up higher and build a bridge across and then maybe it builds off of that, but that would look kind of funny, I would think. But maybe that's how they're doing it. I'm not too sure. So I went this way with my game. Now, I didn't use like rail bed all the way up, which probably was not a good idea. And because it kind of rises and valleys, I guess I'll have to say. But we're going to try to do it with some stuff that's going to be a little more challenging because, you know, it's easy just to lay the rail down here and away you go. But when you're getting up all the way up here, you got to keep rising the stuff up. We're going to have to do a lot of trial and error. This is the part I was really not looking forward to be perfectly honest. But hopefully, some blood, sweat, and tears. We'll get this put in here today and give her a little trial run, probably without any cargo, although it'd be pretty foolish to come all the way up here without any cargo on, but I'd have to go all the way back and get some lumber and beams. Maybe 3 cars in each or something to start. We better bring some load up here. Whoa, I guess to see if there's going to be any issues or problems. But we're going to be a long way. Oh man, tree. A long way off of that. So there's the first bridge crossing that's going to have to be here. Let's just get rid of. Want you to go the other way, tree. So bridge crossing, I think, yeah, over there, and it actually lowers down a little bit too. So that'll be interesting. Let's see if we get some of these out so we can see across. I've cut trees further than that before, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So that one's a doesn't. So now this in my other game is right here, where I actually went this way with bridges all the way up and around all this, or you can go right across here too, which we'll probably do. Across to that side. Now, oh. Darn menu things. You gotta kind of wait to do this until we get up here with our crossing stuff. So that's good. Let's build up to here now. We'll have to start at the bottom, so we'll start progressively working up. That's quite a valley there, you know, and you could probably come up through that area too if you could figure out how to do those bridges all the way across and then, you know, right up through the valley here. You could go right up that valley if I could figure out how to do them. I don't know. There's no instruction. People have not made videos of how they built their bridges, which really annoys me. There's one guy that showed bridges, and it's like, well, that doesn't really show anything. So it didn't help me much. But now this is a pretty good downhill here. But I think once we get our groundwork figured out. And we do a slow 5% maybe. That's pretty steep, but this here itself is probably more that anyway. So as long as we can keep it flush with here, that'll work. So, all right. So, yeah, we could, you know, totally bypass, put a bridge right through here too, right? And save doing the curve here, but it's not too bad. You just can't come down with a whole lot of stuff. I found coming downhill is not great, especially with the turns. So we might have to straighten out a few things here, you know, and maybe do a come up here to this corner and then do a bridge like right through this area. That might be all right too. Again, might have to do that. But let's get up to here first anyway, so we're going to have to do some groundwork here. A few more trees just to pop out maybe. Just so we can see when we're barreling down here at full speed with a load of iron ore. It's going to be crazy, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so now I got to try to get this groundwork to come off of here. Now there's a way you can do this. So if you just start here, bring it out to the front, and then do that. Okay, and then you demolish the first one. The bridges the guy was building in his video, it was like they're using all these button-up pieces, like crossover pieces. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's not even functional in a game. That's how he was doing it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I'm not doing that. Let's make this look a little more better here, maybe. Oh, no. I wish they'd make these things snap, though. Like I said before, they should snap a little better. You know, this end should snap like the rails do, and it doesn't. I might have just totally messed that up a lot more. Yeah, we probably don't need all that extra there, but anyways. Okay, so we're good. A little height here, I like this. We do have to start coming over here a little bit. And then it's going to be getting closer into... Yeah, I can see the grass already. So let's stop there. And the problem with this now is you got to kind of... snapping. So that's 2%. Now this is where a lot of this trial and error is going to happen here. See, now we're already coming down a whole bunch. But this will raise up the whole thing, which we don't really want to do. So, then we got to start again. Raise it up. Now we're at 4%. I don't like that too much. That'll keep us above the ground. Now see the grass coming to here again, right? But at least we're going up. 4%'s not bad. You get much more than that. It's like, ooh. Yeah. See, now we're coming up almost too high here. This I'm going to try to go a little bit straighter over here. Oh, crap. There's a knob there. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to delete that again. So 4%. Oh, that's kind of messing it all up too, isn't it? Messing up the hill. Oh, man. I should have probably gone with... Now, this is going to be back to 0 again here, so I got to go back to that. Maybe we'll try a 3% here now. And all of a sudden, that's not good there. See, this is the trial and error I was speaking of. This is terrible having to try to get this up through here. See, that's probably a lot more than 3% here. It is doable. I do drive like this, just right on this turf here. But boy, oh boy, so you just end up making it steeper for yourself, right? 3% now. We're going to have to go up higher. Oh boy. But I really don't like what that's doing there. So you know what? I hate to have to delete all that again. Let's just experiment a little bit with this stuff. We'll transition to this. That's 6, 5. Oh. See, that's like shooting way down into the... Okay, I don't know. Going up hills with this groundwork stuff is sometimes a nightmare. I think I'm just going to run right up the grass here. We'll just have to hopefully deal with what we deal with here. But I'm just kind of watching the horizon as I walk up here. If there are any dips in there, you'll have to definitely put a thing over that. But I think we're okay here. So it drops here again, so we're starting to go down a bit. This is actually not terrible, too bad. It'd be nicer looking on groundwork, but that regular groundwork is just going down the hill. It just looks terrible, so it ruins the whole look of the hill. But we're actually coming back downhill here a bit. So that's okay. But we need to stretch a bridge. We need to stretch a bridge across here. Hopefully it'll stretch across for us. Okay. Now, the fun part is top of the little tree here. How do you get that cut out? See if it'll... Sometimes they'll cut out. Sometimes you got to go down below and try to figure out, oh good, how to get back up here. But you gonna fall today there, bud? Or just disappear? Disappear. Disappear? Yep. Okay, I kind of messed up that placement because I couldn't see where it was, so we might have to delete that one when we get back there and redo it. But this will make our way up through here, I guess. This is the real fun spot here. This is a really good climb, and you know what? I might even try to bypass around here somehow. Maybe come through here or something with a bridge. Let's walk it up here first, though. But I'm just going to clear a couple of these out because we might just bridge around this area here because it's really bad getting up through here, especially trying to bring up lumber. It's too steep of a climb. I've had 2 engines on, they both stalled out coming up here. Now, mind you, I was pulling 12 cars, 6 and 6 of 6 beam 6 lumber. This was right in this corner here. It kept derailing too. It was a real nightmare. So, see that one way over there, fell? That's hilarious. So we need to keep... Come on now. We need to keep going around here. Come on, tree. Clear out the valley here a bit so we have a little more... Whoa, don't fall off. Oh, no. We're good. No, we're good. Okay, yeah, come right up through here. And you should be able to get the track down here. I did before, and it works. Up to here. After here, it's good. But it's that one little bend and turn around there. It's really steep, and it takes a lot of train to get up there, we'll say. But you can only man so many trains by yourself, right? And after that, it's like, well, I can't get back to the thing in time to shut it down or whatever have you, right? So, but we could bridge right around this area, too. So this starts going downhill again here. Come on, tree. Yeah, one fell way over there. Yeah, the tree cutting's quite glitchy, I found. Coming down here again, and that's where we're... Well, hang on, wait till that guy goes out. That's where we're going, to that building way over there. Okay, tree, disappear. Thank you. Well, this is going to be a little snug here. We're probably going to have to do some groundwork in this area, I'm thinking. Because it's a little tight through here. But after that, you're not too bad. But I did mostly bridges, and I think I might... I don't know if I want to do the bridge work or not. A couple areas that are questionable. We're going to cut this trail all over here. There should be another crossing right here. We have to get, I think, over to that way. So if I fall here, there's probably no way to get back up. But I think it's... Oh, wow. That almost dragged me down the hill. Get out of here, you. I think it's right over there we got to get to. So let's just see if we can draw a bridge across. So we can just get across here for now. Okay. Because I don't think I'm going to get back up too easily there. Now, this won't be the final bridge. This is just for me to get across to have a looky-see. That one is going to be a stubborn one. Nope, not doing that one today, I guess. Or maybe that one. I might be able to get up over there, so let's just go knock these out. Yeah, get up over here. But this stuff, you just can't climb this, right? So they really need to make that accessible. Okay, now where do we have to go? There should be another little shelf here somewhere. So another bridge, it looks like. I should be able to get right down through here. Walking, that is. And then, oh boy, where do I have to go after here? Oh yeah, see, I won't be able to get up there. That's not good. Get back up this side for a minute. We'll maybe draw a bridge across just to see where our trail's going to get broke through here. It might be easier to do bridges on the outside of the mountain here, but anyways. Yeah, it looks like we got to go right over to there. Okay, that should be fairly simple. Wooden bridge. To there. It's a pretty steep incline though, but this is just to get us up here to see where we gotta go. And buzz a couple of trees off. That's where we got to get to, right into here. Probably going to clear pretty much all these out here because we're going to need a fairly long run. And probably a switch around thing too, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we got to bring them lumber and beams up here, and then they give us iron ore. Awesome. Now we just got to make track up here. That's the fun part. track to stretch the cars out. Depends how many we bring up. That might be enough here, actually. We'll clear this out so we can see, because we can't see through trees, of course. And I'm sure you could come out this way too and just, you know, I don't know why that one fell, but okay. I'm sure you could come out here too and build a bridge right down there and avoid all that mess. But how you do that, I don't know. Let's just try, for instance, see if I stretch one out here. It doesn't seem to want to draw it in. So I don't know how they're doing it, but anyways. Okay, that ought to get us up to here. A few more down here. We better clear out this corner. Maybe all this here. I don't know if it's easier to draw groundwork coming down or going up. Going up's kind of a nuisance, really. But we could do bridge. You know, we could come with a bridge right off of here. Let's, oh, not the... And the steel ones? I don't know. I haven't figured them out at all yet. They're really weird. Okay, so if we came... have to come in pretty sharp here. See, now you got to figure out all your angles too, right? Those trees are being a nuisance. So that one drew in. You got to figure out all your angles to land right too, you know. So, I mean, this is a lot of the trial and error I was referring to as well, so. But I think we might just continue on this shelf thing. So I'm going to get to this point here. It's not going to draw this bridge in. Let's just keep trying. See what we can come up with here. Two 2%, 3%. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to draw that in quite right. Oh, it drew that one in. Okay. Well, even if I can get over to there, that'd be all right. This is going to be too steep, though. I found, well, once you get above the trees, they don't seem to want to draw in too well. Oh, come on. Yeah, it doesn't want to draw there. It's going to draw that one. A little bit of a turn, but that's what we have to do, I suppose. See, I think I went down too much there. This is probably not going to work. Yeah, so a little bit too... Okay. And I don't know if I want to run this like this or not, but... I think we'll just go back to where we were over here and run it up that edge. I'll leave that in there for now just in case I get discouraged from doing this this one, which that might happen, you never know. But drawing this stuff down here is not going to be fun. Now there's a little dip, I think, right here we got to draw something across. Yeah. So if we go, it's not very good angle either. We're gonna have to come like way out over here with it and then turn at the end here or something. See, that's gonna be drawn. Oh, look at the mess of it down there. I don't like that. I'm going to go and demolish this again. I'm going to go with the other things there. They seem to draw in a little nicer, stone walls. They don't technically go down the hill like that. I just wish you could draw it in like that and like be able to walk on it too right away, instead of kind of ghosting through it. So there we're coming down too fast. This is the definite trick stuff here. We're still coming down too fast. Then before you know it, you've got a huge jump down, you know, and I don't know, it's just not working right. Just want to keep it kind of above the grass stuff here. Yeah, you can see here where this bridge is way off. So let's take that one out. And let's try a steel trestle. See, they don't draw out. I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong with it. Maybe we have to start. Steel trestle. Yeah, I don't understand them at all. That doesn't make sense why those wouldn't draw and these ones do. Okay, now do I want to go that way or do I want to go a little left there, maybe where it's a little bit flatter down? This is going to have a little bit of a rise up here, but I think this is where we need to get through here. Yeah, so this is going to have a little bit of a rise here. Not, well, maybe I better lift this thing up a little bit more, this bridge. Just a little bit up. This is almost, well, this is perfectly level here, but if we brought it up a couple of degree, maybe that might be all right too. Let's try to redraw that. Trial and error. Blood and sweat and tears. Oh, man. Groundwork. Bridges. Okay, so bring that across. I just want that down a little bit more. Okay, that might be better. And let's see where this comes off of here now. Yeah, it's a little highish, but oh, actually, that's not too bad. So we'll demolish that, and we'll start this stuff back in about here somewhere. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, what happened there? That was... Oh, no, we're good. Across we go. All right, now this part will need to be quite a bit higher. So we're going to have to demolish that. I could go right across with that, I guess, too. But okay. Gotta redraw that closer to the edge here. That's good. It's going to be picking up a bit of speed coming down here, though, isn't it? Not sure I like that a whole lot. This whole area wouldn't mind actually coming up here and just making a bridge. I don't know if it'll draw a bridge here for me, but if it would, that would be sweet. Yeah, that's just unquestionable, that one. Okay, that's got quite a rise there. That actually needs to come up more. Now, I wonder if I can cheat here, because I like where that's placed, but... Look at that. But now we got a problem here. There's a really good dip here. And that's 0 down right now, and that's actually not too bad. Oh, that'll work perfect there. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's good. This, on the other hand, is a little sketchy. 2, 3%. How's all that looking? Yeah, that'll work. We're still going down at 3%, so I just want to stay above this crap here. If you know what I mean here. That actually worked not too bad, except I got a little dip right there. Okay. I think we can resurrect that with this, a little bit of this stuff. Yeah, that's good. That'll work. Now, next hurdle. Next hurdle. Come down through here with the track. I think I'm just going to lay this probably right on this stuff here. I think this would work all right. Now this little hurdle here, I don't like this stuff a whole lot, so we'll start with this here maybe. It's 1% down. Another 3% down. Ooh boy. I'd rather do this, but this is a really big drop here. Okay, I'm going to have to think about this one. See how well this will come out here just at this nice gentle downgrade, we'll say here. Oh, I wish these would snap. Snap. That's 4% down. See that? I wish you'd just be able to walk right up top, because this is probably going to screw up on me. It's just getting higher, isn't it? It is too. Well, we might have to figure something else out here. Maybe come down a little steeper. Because we're not doing well here with that. I like the lower grades coming down. Oh, no, I'm stuck now. Am I? No. I think we can get out of here. I have no jump power at all either, which is really terrible. But as long as we can get through this little area here and not have too much problem, that's still pretty steep down. But, man, we're still gaining altitude there. That's not good. Oh boy. That's pretty darn steep. See, that drew a nice curve in there when it does it like that, but sometimes it just totally messes things up. Ooh, we might have to redo this bridge here if I can get her down. Boy, I don't know. Man. Terrible. It does do not too bad like that. Like, that's all right, but I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now, if I can get another bridge across here, let's demolish this one underneath here now, because I guess it's not going to function as we wanted it to. But it'd be nice to get a nice steel trestle here, but still, I don't know how they're doing these. Like, it does not stretch out for me. I don't know what the deal is. Thank goodness we've got some wood. Okay, so 4. We might make this here. Maybe. Might just... Five, 4. Maybe go 3 and stretch that out a little bit more. So we probably don't need this thing under here now. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. Well, that'll probably work. It should be a perfect gradual there. Yeah, that's not terrible bad. Okay, well, let's just head her all the way back down to the start here just to double check everything. I think I'm just going to run along the grass here. This might be a little bit of a run here. Maybe we'll try some more groundwork. Bring that out at 4. Where's this going to come out here now? Or is it? Maybe it's not. That's 2. 1, 2. Well, I think we're just going to try running it on the grass here. I know that's kind of not right, but we'll see if we can make it work. If not, well, we'll tear it up and do it again. Now this would be nice if we could just go straight across here and at least, you know, get rid of one bend here, if you know what I mean. Let's just stretch that out and see what happens. Let's get rid of that tree while we're here. It might work. I probably could have come a bit more to the right here, though. That's a bit steep, but that might be... let's do a little... Yeah, I know we got this thing here already, but if I can kind of eliminate at least one more turn, that wouldn't be a bad deal. Now this might be a little snug here. As for the turning radius... But it might be all right. Oh, no. I'll get used to doing that other one. I don't need that one now. I need this guy. Go hook to that there, bud. Hear the water already, eh? That's kind of neat. Okay, let's check this all out. We'll have to check this as we walk back here. Might need to repair the odd spot. This dips here a little bit, weird. I guess that's where we join the two, but I think that should be all right. And this corner here should be good. It seemed to come out pretty smooth. It's when you join two, like if I took this out and tried to join it to that again, that's where it screws things up. Sometimes they just don't go back together very nice, but I think this should work. I probably should use, although you know what? No, I guess we don't have much in this. I'm thinking a switch in here might be all right too. I'm getting crazy with the switches now, but boy, you'd have to do it like right here or something, get them to go up that way just for a little side spur. Well, maybe we'll leave that for now, and if we think we need it later on, we can always throw it in later on. That just didn't seem to want to join up here. There. Okay, we'll take off the auto straight track. I wish they could stretch just a little bit longer of a section. But I guess that prevents you from taking out too much, we have to refix something, right? I wonder if we should just run this stuff all the way up. We better switch back to this stuff, I guess. It's not going to look nice, though. It's going to have grass growing all through it and junky looking and stuff, but try our best to keep this into the center. So nothing rubs on the edge of a car, we'll say. So that's pretty much all uphill there till about here, and then we kind of level off a little nicer. So that's good. So we're going to have to... well, I'll see how long we've been messing about here today. This might be just construction day. We should definitely test this route, but I really should probably be coming up here with some lumber and some beams. Okay, how does that look? Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, and then get to here and start just hammering it. We're going to have to just juice her. I want to see how this little transition between the two of these is going to come out here. That's... oh, darn it, we should have been doing the deck rail here. Yeah, we'll start it there. Rails, deck rail, rail deck, whatever you wish to call it. I wonder if we should be still running this stuff on this stuff. I'm going to switch back to regulars. I know it's not perfectly centered. That'd be nice if they had a snapping thing. You know, because I've already laid this and fought with angling and stuff. Nice if this stuff would just snap down for you and away you go. This is going to be a wicked climb here, but it's not nearly as bad as if we were just on the... So sharp turns, too. It's not nearly as bad as we were just on the grass there. I did that on my other game, and I don't know. I kind of like this better, I think. That might be a little too tight of a turn there, though. Because it's probably going to derail on us. Let's just check this out here. Well, the best I can do there is this might have a problem, but uphill and a turn, it's going to want to shove it off the track, I think. Oh man, it's so steep up here. But we'll give her a shot, see what we can do with it. Now that's a bit close to there, so I'm going to come to this side a little more. All right, we're back to the grass. Not too tight of a turn there. We might have to do the odd little extra bridge or something, maybe to straighten this out just a hair a little bit more. Straight's a lot better than the curves, let me tell you. Love curves and everything, but sometimes you can have a little bit too much curves. This is going to be quite a climb here. Should be full regulator, I bet you, up here. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a tight curve here. Okay, let's do a save. Get all that done and crash. And we'll just check this corner. I'm going to cut some more of these out of here, though. Just so I can see through this corner a little better. Maybe the saw would start here. Okay. That's a little bit of a weirdy here. I think I might repair this section. Okay. Well, we'll check this on the way back anyways, I guess. We've got to walk all the way back there to get the train all the way back to the smelter. Oh, man, that's a long walk. It's not nearly as far as the coal mine, though, let me tell you. Oof. Yeah, this is a pretty gentle turn, even though it kind of went off the thing a little bit there, but this way she'll have to be, I guess. Didn't quite line up to this perfectly either here. Look at that, we're almost there. Almost there. Okay, back to the regular 3-foot rail. I think we'll delete that other track. This seemed to flow up pretty good here, so. I'm just going to keep rolling with this stuff. All right, so now, hopefully I come in here right. Is that not one? There we go. Okay, that's good there. So this would be another little spur for us if we have to. I like to come up with the train forward and then down the train, so I have usually another track here so I can switch, you know, the train around. So we'll do that as well while we're up here. Now, somewhere here, that's a pretty tight turn. They don't give you a whole lot of room for extra train here. That's going to be pretty tight there, I think. Yeah, they don't give you much room here. I think I'm going to have to come off here sooner. So let's demolish all that again. Oh, you just missed a sneeze attack. That was not nice. Okay, well. Be nice. I don't know what else to do because they just don't give you a whole lot of room here. Like, I want to bring the train past because they're going to have cars coming up here. You know, I'm going to have to go past quite a bit here, so. They just don't give you a whole pile of room, but we can get away from that fairly far without having a problem. That might be better. Ooh, that actually drops off there a bit. Okay, let's fire up some groundwork. And we'll use the train as our stopper. If we get that far, we're in trouble. All right, so we got to hook up. Wait a minute. I was putting rail down there, was I not? I sure was. Oh, well, okay then. Alright, we're going to have to do the switch right here. Switch to... No, we need to switch to the left. Switch to the left. Don't know how close that's going to be, but we'll see if that'll work there, if we can join these up. Perfecto. All right, now we're gonna need some groundwork off of here, I guess. It's a little higher than I need it, but that's probably gonna work. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, well, let's finish off this rail. Hopefully that's enough track there. Well, no, that's not going to be enough track. You know why? Because if I got to use this one, yeah, we're going to have to do some more work here. Bring it way back over here somewhere. Something like that. So, which means we're going to have to cut more of these out so we can see through to the station there. Okay. Yes, we're going to need some more of this stuff. Now this is keeping itself on a level plane here. That'll work. That'll work. So that'll give us room for the train to come up and past if we had to, for say, move something. Now this, I'm not crazy on the way these rails come out here. So I think we need to expand this just a little bit till we come around here. Now is that right flat level? It should be. Won't even see it. Because, yeah, that one's not perfectly good right there. The way that switch came in, but... And we'll grab some of this, bring it this way, go up in the air, and that'll be our stopper thing. Okay, a couple more trees. If I get way up here with an engine, I won't be able to see back too well. Let's see where the end of the train is if you're trying to come past the switch or something. We might as well knock all these out of here. Why not? Then we get a nice view of the valley. Shouldn't need a switching yard really up here. Basically just bringing cars up and down kind of thing. That opened her up nice. Got some trees in the front here. I wonder if we can get rid of these. So we can see down the valley a little nicer. Yeah. Just don't want to go down there because I don't know if I get back up right now. Can't get those ones, although I don't know why. Nope. That opens her up nice. Got room up here. We could put a turntable, I guess, too. Okay. Yeah, we could. Turntable in. I don't know if we really need it or not. So now we got to kind of get over to where that other switch is. So it's a bit of a weird transition right there. I don't know. We'll try her out, I guess. So make this kind of follow the same sort of path. Just gotta see if I can get her turned to join in over here. That'll work, I think. Not a great transition there, but I don't know if that'll... That might do derailing there. Oh man, I don't want to have to run this again. This needs to drop. Ooh. Might be a little messed up. I think it's still the same sort of thing. Oh yeah, this is no good here. Or is it? No, that does not look nice. So we'll try her again. No, still don't like that. So those little short sections, they connect themselves, but then they end up screwing things up. That'll work. Okay, I think we're good. Now 30 beams and 50 lumber. I just want to take a little shot of that, because probably by the time I get all the way back there, I'm going to forget what to bring. But we're going to bring up some beams and lumber first. Ooh, I don't like this here. So that should come down right into the car. That's sort of right over the thing there. still not crazy about this whole section here. I'm gonna rerun it right from the switch, I think. Right from there. Oh, we actually gotta bring it this way a little more first. Oh, and this all screwed up too, man. Glad I seen this. I can't win. Should be alright to get the beams off there. There's lots of room for them to drop in. Actually, I could probably... Man. What am I doing here? Let's try... I just don't want too tight of a bend, because some of these trains, when we get to the other trains here, they do not go around too well. Oh, I did it again. What the heck? Okay. That seems fine there. Let's try all this again here. It's got to be perfect or it is not going to work. This is part of the blood I'm talking about. It's sweat. The sweaty stuff. No, I still don't like that. Oh, man. Still not good. Look at it, it's all warbly all over the place. What a horrible mess. Okay, let's try this again here. No, still going to be miles out. I like that turn. That turn was perfect, but that transition to the switch is just not going to work. Now, if I have to, well, I don't really want to have to move that switch back again. I think I like where that switch is positioned right now. Start coming over earlier here, maybe. What did that do for us? That should work. Get to here, the beams should still load. I think that should work. Let's just double check this all over again here. Bit of a weird transition into the switch here, though, the way it took off of it. I don't know whether that's going to have a problem or not. Oh, man, again, it's messed up. And this is all screwy here. What happened here, too? Like, this was fine before. Stupid thing. Okay, I think that's good. No, it's a little warbly there, but it, maybe it'll be all right. We'll just have to give her a shot here. Okay, let's get back. We'll check all this track all the way back down. Make sure we got track all the way down. I think there might be a little more we still got to lay yet. Just make sure that switches that way and that one's that way. That should be good. And we'll get rid of... I guess we'll get rid of this bridge while we're here. Ooh, that works a long way. Pardon me, we'll get rid of this bridge, and hopefully everything's good. We'll just make sure we got a fairly decent line all the way along here. It's going to be a good trek up to here, that's for sure. Now, what about this little bend here? Is that a little bit too weird, or might be all right? They will take a little bit of messing around, but not a whole lot. All right, looking good so far. Looking good so far. We got track here. It's all joined. So we got a long walk ahead of us all the way back to the smelter there to... Oop, yeah, we should do that actually. All the way back to the smelter. Wish I had a train to drive. Maybe I'll put the logging on here just to grab a couple extra little ones that might be in the way. Yeah, there's a couple here, and I don't know if... Oh boy, where would I go to get back up there? I don't think I could. This one is definitely going to be in the way, so we're going to have to get rid of it. Can I just jump down to here, maybe? Oh, come on. Really? Oh, I guess we got to jump off, try to figure out how to get back up. Because this stuff, you cannot climb up this, and I kind of wish that they would allow that. Oh, I'm surprised I got up to that one. All right, I guess that track part there will be good. We'll just keep checking this as we go through here. A little bit of a hill rise there. It shouldn't be a problem, though, I don't believe. This is where we start getting really super tall, crazy tall here. That wasn't the one I was going after, but okay then. So yeah, I guess you could technically scale all the way, you know, where we cleared up all up there and scale that all the way back with bridges, eventually bring it down to that side over there, and that would get you still pretty rugged terrain, but that could get you back to the smelter there. This will work for us, though. I don't think this will be much of a problem. Looking pretty good. We'll have to run back up and grab a load of lumber. 3 and 3, maybe 6 cars we'll try to bring up here. I hope the Heisler, no. Deck train, is it? I forget now. I hope this... My brain doesn't remember easy names. Climax. I hope that'll get us up here anyways. It should, but hopefully it does. It's the biggest traction engine on the game, which is weird because it's one of the smaller engines, but it should hopefully do that. Oh yeah, this is where we get kind of crazy, but I think it should climb this a lot better. That's pretty steep, just straight on the grass down there, so... A little tight here, though, with the bends. We might have to reconfigure a bit of this. Might work, might not. Yeah, this actually worked out pretty good, I think, here. Ooh. Bit of track here that's a little questionable. I think we're going to redo this part. Ooh, let's not turn that to all. Let's go rails. Delete. Try to straighten this piece out a little bit. That's what we're doing, fixing this on the way back here. That look better? Oh yeah, should be a lot smoother. A little off here, but that's not bad. That was worse back there for sure. This one on the bridge, I probably won't touch it because it's... This is where it starts to go up the hill there. Yeah, okay. And pretty good turn. Should be smooth. That's going to be quite a climb there, but should be pretty decent, I think. Here's hoping. And this would probably could have done some groundwork on, but I think it'll probably be all right. That train pulls pretty good. You just got to watch how many cars, how much weight you put behind it. But now this is a little weird here. This kind of drops off. I think I'm going to do a bit of groundwork from here on to... From here, yeah. This needs a bit of touch-up work here. Although it didn't seem to draw anything. Okay, that might be help. I'll draw this back in because coming up here full steam and no track would really suck. How's that looking? A little warbly there, but we'll try her. See what happens. Yeah, we left this little other spot in here. I don't really know if we're going to need it or not, but you never know. A little bit of a warble here. I think it'll track that all right. And we're starting to level out a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, I can see the smelter over there, so we're getting back closer now. Now, I guess you could technically have gone right down here and bridge down, you know, right back to the level, and then just coasted right into the rivers down there too, but... Alright, let's have a look-see at this switch here. Just make sure it's... Yeah, we don't want to go that way. We want to put some of this here too. So we'll have that as our main, and then the other one is if we have to potentially bring up more lumber and beams, we can park some of them here, take them up, bring down, park this one on this one, and then grab those ones and go up with those ones if we have to. Shouldn't hopefully need it with 6 cars. I came up here with 12 cars in my other game and it didn't go over too well. Ooh, I don't like this transition here. That wasn't coming off of there super too nice. Is that any better? Not really. Oh, I had such a nice curve there too, and it screwed up at the front here, at the start here. Darn it. Is that any better? Well, it's not. No. Oh, what is going on with this? Just does not want to work for me. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Sometimes these things are really frustrating. Now I can tell it's still not going to be any good there, so we'll just keep removing tracks. Oh my goodness. No, it's just not wanting to work for me. I don't want to cut this too much further back. We should do one of those too. That's not looking bad here. Okay, so we don't want to mess with that anymore. Let's see if we can... Well, it's not perfect there, but we'll give it a whirl here and see what happens. Never really checked this other one too well, but I think it's probably all right. It's mostly going to be just for like a shunting area anyway, so. That's going the right way, so when we come up, we shouldn't have to worry about switches. So that's good. Let's just check this corner. This corner looks pretty good. It's a bit tight, but I think we can make that work. And this will be our runoff for... Ooh. Better not go too far with that. Our runoff for when we go to the coal mine, which won't be too much longer, but we got a little bit of work to do first. That is a long way. Look how far back we got to go. It's even further than that iron ore mine, and it's pretty aggressive back through there too. I'm not potentially looking forward to that either, but oh yeah, we got a bunch more rail to lay here, don't we? That wouldn't have worked with our train, would it have? Okay, so we come up here, we're going to be, yep, I don't want to go that way yet. Now, this might have to get reconfigured. Come on. That actually just go together nice. Not too bad. I'll run that. Alright. That's a little weird here. I think we better fix this part. Come on, rail. Not work any better? Ooh. I think that's still going to have a problem. Let's just redo a chunk of this here again. Sometimes better just to rip it all out again. Ugh. No, and that messed up anyways. Well, let's try not falling off of here. Really blue water, green if you will. How's that look? That'll work, I think. It's still a little weird right there, but I think it'll go over that all right. We'll just have to try her out and see. Alright, I think we've got rail all the way back now. We'll have to just check it over here, make sure we got no weird spots. We fixed a few already that were not too good. I don't really like that turn there, but when you get to it, it looks alright. A little weird, but I think we'll be alright here. I think this was a good idea, just doing all bridges here, because trying to get down and then just bridge it, be done with it. right, looking pretty good. We need to do like a scenic trail along the river there and back around. A nice little scenic loop. We'd have to start down below here and then come right along here or something and then find a decent area or something to go through. That'd be a job someday, I guess we could try. Now, not that these ones are in the way, but if they'll split out of there, I'll get rid of them, sure. Long way up. Pretty awesome. Alright, I'm sure the train is super cold by now. But I'm just going to pop out a game here for a second just to see how long we've been playing here today. And if it's been for quite a while, we might do a trip up there next time. Because we're going to have to go up and get wood. And I think we might just maybe do that anyways. I'll go have a look and see, though. See how long we've been. Now there's one tree there and one right here, right in the track. I don't know if I'm going to have to probably jump down to get these ones. Ooh, no fall damage. Woo! Just check this one right in there. I'll get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That one. All right. That should be good. So we brought cordwood down there. We need to probably grab another load of cordwood and lumber. Just trying to think how we set this up here now. Yeah, so if we come down here. Now I don't have a turnaround here anywhere, which would be kind of helpful. I don't know where I could set that up. I'd have to let me think here now. Yeah, we do have a turnaround, kind of, sort of. Yeah, we do. Yeah, just depends which way you come in. So right now I'm backed in there, but if I went up, spun all the way back around here, and then up the hill with the lumber, we'll say, that would work. Or if I came down backwards here, yeah, if I came down the hill, say backwards with the train, and then went all the way around, then the train would, the cars would be going up the hill, and then we just come up, and then, yeah, okay, so that'll work. That'll be our turnaround there. Now, I hope I'm not too far off the rails here. This might be too far for these things. Not too sure. We might have to do a bit of reconfiguring if that's too far off, or oh boy. Oh, it might work all right there, because those things, yeah, well, I don't know. They got to reach over that and then to the train, so that's going to be that. Yeah, it might be all right. I just don't know until we get to trying her out. So let me just see here. We've got quite a bit of cordwood here already, which is good. We just have to go and take lumber up there, I guess. How much cordwood do we have? I probably bring some more down anyways. 64 of 100, so yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Now let me just pop out. Oh, isn't that a beautiful thing? Let me just pop out and see how long we've been going for today. Maybe we'll just run this back up the hill for today. Just over 2 hours, I guess. So we're going to let this guy warm back up here again, and we'll maybe run him back up the hill there. I'll have to think how I do this to bring cordwood down. We'd have to basically back down again, I guess, with it. Okay. So if I'm going to come down with this and lumber, this should be on the back of the engine, I guess. It's hard to say. I'd rather just do a load of cordwood again here. Maybe just let it sit here, because it burns through them pretty quick. But, well, let's see. We don't have boiler pressures up. Water temperature's coming up. This is probably going to die on the hill here if I take off right now. Fire temperature's coming up. Water temperature's coming up. Let's just roll out here slow, maybe. Just make sure all the brakes are off while it's warming up. Hopefully nothing auto unhitches itself like it's been doing. Brakes off, those pins are good. Brakes off, those pins are stretched but good. Stretched but good, and yeah, okay. So that's about all the cars you can get into this place, is that just barely gets that one in. But anyways, wish they leave a little more room, but they want you to do more runs back and forth, I guess. So, all right, let's. Hello, train. Interesting. Doesn't want to get going for me. Sometimes you gotta jerk it. Oh, why is this not wanting to go for me? Oh, because I still got the brakes on. My bad. It's too many things to look at. Too many things. Now this train's pretty awesome. It's really fast. But it doesn't have a lot of traction power. Better get her going here, I guess, to get her up the hill. I'm not even sure this is going to make it back up here, honestly. Uh-oh, already having problems. Uh-oh, these cars aren't even loaded. Uh-oh, that's not good. There's no brakes on somewhere? Wow, this thing's just got... It's not going to be the one we take up the hill, or that's for sure. I think we're going to run out of steam here. We still got a long way to go yet. Uh-oh. Sander's on and everything. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, there's a steeper part coming up here too. Yeah, we're not making it up here with this thing. Oh, that's not good. Good for flat stuff, but not for apparently up here. Okay, well, I guess that's about as far as it's steeper here, so that's not going to make it up. Wow, it won't pull up empty cars. That's terrible. That breaks off. Wow. Okay, well, I guess we gotta run up and grab another train way up here. I won't make you sit here, watch me walk all the way back up to get the train, but we'll come down and hook on, I guess, the climax to that or something. I don't remember where I've parked it now, where I left it, but I wish we had a tab feature we could tab into it. But anyways, we'll see when we get back to it. Back up the top here, we've got lumber and stuff ready to go here. Forgot. Haven't been up here for so long. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6, so that's good. That's load to 12, which will probably never make it up that hill, but we're going to try. Getting a nice load of lumber up to there, but first we got to get that other train back. So this is of course our express line, which we have a problem with right now. Let's just make sure that this brakes on. We've got that unhooked already. Okay, let's put a hitch in there after, but we need to put in another switch here. We've got switches all over the place. put another switch to get back to this line, or I'm gonna have to go all the way back to come all the way back. I don't want to do that. So we're gonna hopefully somewhere along here somewhere throw in a switch to the right to join up to that switch to the right, and we'll get back to that other line without having to go all the way back. So we'll take it out back here somewhere. Now, is that enough room, or should we better do one more? Okay, so we need a switch to the right, and we're going to put it on that side so it's a little more visual. That's good, and we need to run a bit of groundwork here. That's probably going to be too high. No, we're actually good there. I know my groundwork isn't great. I just wish they'd snapped in together better, but hey, that's what we're working with. That actually looks like it's going up in the air there. It does, doesn't it? Let's see here when we click that in here. Yeah, it's a bit too high, although it came in good down there. So let's re that a little bit, and let's see. Where am I going to get it off of here? Oh, so we are off a little bit. Well, we shift and split the difference there, maybe. All right, I'll see if that's any better. It might be worse. I don't know. Got to finish a bit of groundwork here. That one's good. Now I just join these together. Hopefully I didn't mess up too bad. I think it's all right. Now we'll get that climax down there to see if we can get that thing pulled back up there. I can't believe that Eureka wouldn't tow that up there. That doesn't seem right to me, but anyways. Okay, so that's going to get us that way. Then we'll get back there, turn that, go back up to here. This, we're going to need to go this way. Confusing now, isn't it? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We could actually probably get rid of all this line here now and just use that to come back into this one. I think we probably could, but I'll leave it for now. All right, this thing should be all fired up. Let's just check the fire load. 79 is pretty good. We'll run with that. Come on. There we go. Okay. First, we get the brake off. I'm not sure why they gave this engine so much traction. But this one alone will probably pull all that in. The Eureka up, maybe. I don't know. We're going to give her a shot and see. It might not do with the Eureka on. Without the Eureka on, it would be no problem, of course. But all right, we'll get her onto the main here. Got to do a bit of switching back and forth and stuff. And I might want to go down back first, so we're probably going to have to go this line, back up to this line, go to this line, and back down there.
and then head backwards. It's a lot of messing around, but if you get too many rails in here, that's what happens. Now let's do a bit of this groundwork too. I'll put this to make that look better. Come on, get in the train. Thank you, sir. This thing's just like way too hyper. It's almost scary hyper. Like you put it right to the frickin' carpet, we're gonna say here. It's just gonna just spins on sight, you know, like it's just crazy. So we're gonna have to do all that unless we we're gonna have to do some thinking here. We've got that there. If we push that, that would go down backwards. I don't really like going down backwards, if you know what I mean. Okay, that'll get us there. We gotta change this switch, though. Yeah, if I just backed up and went down this line, it would take us nose first. I don't think it really matters, but... yeah, that should be fine there. Okay. So we'll get down, we'll go back up this line. There's a lot of messing around here now. We added this extra little loop track thingy, whatever you want to call it in here. Hopefully that's not too sharp there. I didn't really look at that too closely, I guess, but... the way I got things laid out here, that's the way she's got to work, I guess. So. Yeah, I'd rather go up head first, I think. So we're going to have to do a little bit of messing about here. Okay, where are we now? Wrong way. This way. Okay, so we'll head up there now. I'm sure there'll be another switch up here. We got to switch. Watch when you put this right full here. This is just stupid power. It's almost too much, I think, because when you got a good load on, and if you give it just a little bit too much, it starts spinning, then you lose all your momentum. You're done. You're toast. And you either gotta try to get it back again, or just go down real slow, or it sometimes doesn't work. So, but we'll get the cars up here. I guess what we can do, that'll actually work pretty good. I think we can get back down with 12 cars and then 6, 4, what do we got? 4, 6, 4. Cordwood too, we gotta go pick up some cordwood. So yes, that one is not, switch is not the right way there, so we're gonna have to change him as well. But yeah, what we can do is bring the, we'll bring, let me think about this. That's on that line. I think we should be able to get down and then head down to get cordwood, come back. We'll park these on this line. We'll, no, that's not going to work either. Trying to pre-think how this is going to work, because I want those cordwoods to be on the back, unless we just take a load of, well, we got to go down. Let's just do one thing at a time here. We got to go down and get the Eureka brought up anyway. So let's work on that first. We might not get to all what I'm trying to do today. Yeah, that should be good. Better get that pulled up the hill here first, that Eureka. Okay. That's too much. just trying to think of the best way to get everything positioned here after. Think ahead. Now the switch down there too, we'll probably have to change it too. So I'd like to do everything all in one and then leave the cordwood. I think we honestly better just do cordwood on its own. I mean, it's not like it's that far away. It's a lot further to get up to the iron ore mine there. And then once we get some money, we have no funds right now, so we're going to have to do some work first. We're going to have to get some, the box cars, is that what you call them? Box cars? Coal cars? Well, this one's already set for me. That's good. The coal cars, no, that's right, the coal cars. The open top, boxy kind of car thingy. We'll have to get, 3, maybe 4 of them, something like that, for going up to pick up some iron ore. Once we get beams and stuff up there, we got a long way to go. Oh, we got to get that up there, so. So, well, hopefully this will be enough to pull everything right off the hill there. I don't know. We might have to ease everything down. What I'll probably do is leave the brake. Hopefully it didn't slide down the hill. I never thought of that. It might have done that. While we're just touring here, let's just do a save. But, no, I'm wondering if I can just start right off the hill here with this thing pulling and then the other one engage it too. But that other one, man, it's... I might keep it up the top of the hill and do something else for going up the mountain here because that was insane. This thing will never pull all that up that mountain, so we'll probably... I think I can maybe get it up to where we got that split in the track up there, you know, like the shunting area. Can maybe get it up to there, and then we'll have to take off 6, do 6, bring the other 6 down, put them on the other track, grab the other 6, take them out, you know, vice versa. It should be enough. It should be enough to get them working, making some iron ore for us. It should. All right, let's slow down a little more here. We got to get our hitches ready. I'll get a little closer than that, I guess. Let's see if this is gonna work. Okay, we better get these hitches ready. I like having them butt to butt, if you know what I mean. I might not need that loop on that one. Might not need the loop there. So when I, you know, the butt of this one to the butt of that one, it works a lot easier to get from train to train. But, see what happens here. We'll just ease back in. Got to ease a little more than that. Okay, we should be able to latch that. Back there and see if that'll latch. Huh. Okay, that's not happy. I guess we do need that out, so go forward a little bit. Now we still got the full brake on. I just didn't want it freaking out on me and taking off halfway up the track again. That should work. I don't believe I need that other thing, though. Let's see, does that work now? Something ain't right here. Let's try not putting that in. Should work. Well, now I'm confused. See, that's awful tight there. I don't know. Maybe this won't work. What else are we going to do here? What else can I do here? Not very much. I just may not like that. I don't know. Pulled far enough ahead, I guess. Confusing. I would think you just put that pin in, but it didn't seem to activate anything. Wow. I didn't expect it to have that problem. Okay. Well, I don't know what else to do here now. It doesn't seem to want to activate the other train thing here. Well, that's not going to work. Why would they put a hitch up there if you can't use it? I would think you just put a pin through there, would you not? Well, okay. We'll have to figure out something else here, I guess. Let's, I guess... We'll start back in this back. I can't believe that wouldn't bring 4 cars up there. Really? This thing's got this piece of junk. Okay, well, we'll have to, I guess, just re-rail it. That sucks, doesn't it? Should be, so I don't have to run back up again, just get this one freewheeling itself too. Well, that was a little bit of a weird situation there. I don't think I like that too much. Let's put a bit of wood in this, I guess. I can't understand why that wouldn't hitch up there. That does not make sense. Probably better to put it back here anyways. I'm going to have to re-hitch it, I guess, here. Put the Eureka up front and then this climax out the back there. Now we still got full brake on this tender car here, so I got to remember that. These should both bring this up here, no problem. If I could have hitched that up there, I would have just brought it right up, but no, I didn't want to do that for me, so I don't understand why. That's not good that this thing wouldn't bring that back up. I mean, it's a fairly steep climb, I guess, there, but it's what I had to do to get down here faster so I wouldn't overshoot, right? We're still really kind of high-ish. But anyways, we'll get her figured out here. I really don't understand why that wouldn't have hitched up there. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, well, we'll back her up some more here. We've got this tender on here too, so we'll take that off. Should be probably pretty good. Okay. So we'll put on this brake. Leave enough room that we can teleport that thing onto it. Oh boy. Stop? Yeah, that's stopping. Okay. Whew. Okay, so now we gotta figure this out. So this should need that. We'll re-rail the climax to see if I can get it switched around here too. Okay, we got it selected. And sometimes it's really tricky to get them to flip around. You gotta really mess with where you're pointing. Oh, actually that worked out good. No brakes on this, but that's for some reason holding there. Oh, got some brakes on. Okay. Well, what do we got? That one's there, so we'll go pick that up first, I guess. I think the brakes are a lot better on this engine too. Eureka. Okay, that should be good. We'll hook onto these guys now. Take the brakes off. Oh, what a job this has been. Man. And let's see if we can just, well, probably should use that engine too, but I think the brakes on that engine. Oh, went too far. See, it's right here. So, all right, she's hitched together. That is off. That is off. Let's see if this climax will just push this whole thing up. brake even. Okay, let's keep that one going. We'll go shut the climax down here. I love the sound of this one. Too bad it's so gutless. Straight up here though, lots of speed. I think this is going to be our engine for taking the logs and picking them up. I think that'd be a better deal for it. It's good on the flat, I must say. It's perfect on the flat, but not on anything up here. Or on the hill, sorry. Well, we're going to head around here, I guess, probably park it for today. We'll go get some cordwood next time we get in playing here, because I think we've been quite a while now. We got messed around there a little bit, screwed up a little bit. Grab some cordwood and we'll take that down. I think I'm going to leave this one up here from now on, not take it down there. I love that engine, love the look of it. It's awesome looking, it sounds really good, but just not good for hills. I wonder if it would be better without the tender on it. But less to pull up too, right? Slow up here a bit and do one of these before something catastrophic happens. I won't have enough power to probably get this thing started again now though. Oh, take the brake off maybe. But it's such a fast engine, like it's really good for maybe bringing logs back and forth. Is it going to go around here all right, though? It might not like this curve. It might be too much for it. So far, the front wheels aren't peeling off. The back's not on great, but... And so far, it's all right. Oh, it's a little weird there. I don't know how it's going to like that, but... And it seemed to come around all right. Well, I'm going to take all this up, I guess, grab cordwood. We're not going to do that today, though. That's good for today, I guess. Pretty good, I think. We'll just get this... Oh, it's probably not going to come around here too nice. I bet you it'll derail here. Just before it does. I know I just did a save, but... I'll do another one. Might be too much bend there for it. I think the climax will do it fine, but... Let's see what happens here. This bend here I'm a little concerned about. Maybe it'll make it alright. I don't know. We got a lot of wood to take up there. We'll try to do that next week. I like to get hooked onto this end, I think, though, and go head first up there. Instead of pushing them all up the hill there, I think that'd be better to do that. So that switches right. Oh, we're gonna make it here, I think. That's good. And when I come back with the cordwood, I'm gonna push this train and chop it here, bring it forward again and back it, and just leave it parked here for hooking up to the log train there. But there we go. All right, well, we got our way up to the iron ore mine anyways. Next week we'll get some lumber and beams up there, and then some more cordwood up there. How many logs do we have left? We might have to do a log and run too there, which that'd be good to get that Eureka on that. Maybe even with the little guy there too. We were doing it with that little guy, so we got a few logs left. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could probably do a load of logs too. But good. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll get our way up and test that track up to the iron ore mine next week. So we'll catch you all then. You guys have a good week, and we'll see y'all then.